In a world of goblins, monsters, and demons, many questions are asked, but few are answered. But when a group of heroes rises up to answer the call of adventure, they'll find themselves asking and answering the same question again and again. Are we dead yet?
Everything has come to a head as it now stands over the party who has all come together in this courtyard here. You are facing off with the demon. A lot of the townsfolk are scattering, there's yelling, there's panic. The captain and some of the guard have assembled, but they don't really, they don't know what to do right now.
We don't really fight demons. We're more of like a, beat up the local drunk kind of town guard.
They're just like, we usually go to the temple for this.
Well, buddy.
Yeah, you might be out of luck.
And so as you were all standing here, Damien, you were the last one to come into the courtyard, I believe. Or one of the last ones next to...
I think it was next to Lyra.
Yeah. Okay. So as you come running in, its attention turns to you. And you hear a whisper in your head. And it addresses you, saying, who are you to have summoned me?
I'm just gonna reply back out loud because he's stupid. He doesn't think he can do anything. Well, I don't think I summoned you on purpose, but I believe you're my son because you didn't come out of me technically, right? Right?
That's quite a party. Get so drunk you wake up with a son.
With a demonic son.
A demonic son.
And Guda's gonna look over Damien. Wait, you know that guy?
I mean, I think he came out of me, like my shadow and...
Oh, okay.
I feel a lot better, by the way. Birthing's hard, man. I have so much respect now for women out there.
Is that how you people copulate?
No, this is not normal.
Not really, no. No, Damien, that's not your son. We got to kill this thing.
He doesn't even look like you.
But...
no, the hair. Maybe?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, the hair.
Maybe
just get into this conversation.
The eyes too. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, around the eyes.
Okay.
Around the
I
eyes.
see it
I
now.
can see it.
Okay.
Yeah, see you guys? I mean, it came out of me. What else would he be? He'd be my son. I birthed him.
Yeah. Hey,
Tell him.
demon's attacking town.
Yeah, tell him to stop.
Don't admit in front of town that you summoned it. That'll probably cause problems later.
But I didn't summon it. I birthed it.
Even worse.
Even worse.
This town is definitely in the witch-burning mood.
Technically, that does make him an unwilling sacrifice.
I mean, I didn't mean to. It wasn't my fault. I don't know what happened.
Damien,
but...
you hear in your head, what is happening?
I don't know, son, but I think you need to come down that building actually first. So, I mean, why don't we have a chat about this and we'll figure it out later.
You could get hurt up there.
Oh, I didn't even name you yet. Do you have a name? Did you want to name yourself? I'm all about you being independent and stuff like that. I wasn't prepared for this. I'm sorry. I'm a first-time father. Wait, does that mean I'm still a virgin, actually?
You hear the voice in your head again, and it is, and it goes, I am Avalaz, demon of the Shadowfell.
Also, Alvy. Okay, I can dig with this. I can run with it. Alvy, come on. Let's have a drink, have some food. Let's just chat a little bit first. So come down from the building. Wait, I don't want you hurt. You're a newborn. You just was born just now. Literally probably, I don't know, 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. I don't really know, but...
That is not how the demonic ritual summoning works.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it works personally, but I mean, you're still my son and I'm still gonna love you.
Is he talking to you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can we hear?
None of you hear me. You only hear her.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, is he talking to you?
Oh, yeah, he's doing this cool mind thing. I don't really know, but,
What's he saying?
He's saying his name's Alvy, and that, he's the demon of the shadows.
Okay,
And, I'm just trying to tell him, come down, because, he was just born. He was just born. He has to be safe.
Yeah.
He's a baby still.
Alvy, come to daddy. Please.
And daddy, apparently. Both daddies.
Oh, no, I'm not daddy.
I don't
He's
think-
daddy.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Your uncle. How about that?
Oh,
Come
to
down
uncle.
to your relatives. Come on. Damien's gonna open his arms really wide and just be like, "Come here."
While they're having this conversation, I'm gonna just lean down to TikTok real quick. I'm gonna push a button on the back of his body, and these little wings sprout out because monodrones have wings apparently.
That's fucking dope.
And I'm
Wasn't
gonna
it just
say,
floating?
TikTok, go back to the temple, and I'm whispering this. TikTok, go back to the temple, try and find some kind of unsummon a demon scroll or something like that, and bring it back, okay?
It kind of hops in place in excitement, couple clicks and whirs, and it flies back off to the temple.
So are we gonna kill this thing, or are you really gonna try and like keep it like as a pet?
What? No, not as a pet. It's my son.
I mean, we're gonna kill it, right?
What? No.
Hi.
From,
We should at least send it back home.
Your son's an evil one. We're gonna have to put him down.
He was just born. How bad could he be?
He just destroyed a building.
Part of a building.
You hear the captain of the guard calling out from the crowd behind you, with his men lined up in front of the said crowd, but looking very, timid. Oi, what in the hell's going on out there?
Don't worry, I've got this under control. We are gonna get rid of this demon.
Yeah,
What
we're-
she said.
Family problems.
Yeah, family issues. Don't
Yeah,
worry about it. It's okay.
I'm gonna look all official real quick. I'm gonna stand tall and just be like, Mr. You said Alvy?
Yeah, Elvie.
Mr. Alvy of Shadow Demon Place, you are hereby directed to vacate this plane of existence and return to the original plane of existence that you come from.
Wait. Can we at least have dinner first before he goes?
No, he needs to get gone.
He hasn't done anything. He was born like 5 minutes ago.
He destroyed a building, and he's scaring the crap out of the people.
No one's died yet.
That's at least a $500 fine.
No one's died yet, though.
I think the father's responsible for that, not the child, though.
You know what? Maybe he does have to go. Yeah, I don't have that money, but
I just want to know what the demon's facial
can we
expression
have
is.
him? Let's just
It's
have
probably
dinner
similar
first.
to what I'm seeing now.
What's the move here, Damien?
I'm trying to tell him to come down to off the building so we can talk.
Give me your last line.
Oh God.
Your final convincing.
Okay, son, I love you a lot. Already, I barely even know you, but you need to come down this building because I don't want you falling off and getting injured right now because God forbid, your head's probably really soft right now because you don't even have a skull because you're still a baby, but I need you to come down so you can get some food in you because you're probably really hungry too. This is really tiring. I'm really tired, honestly. I could use a drink. I mean, I had a drink yesterday, but
Oh, I could use a drink, too.
Yeah, you should come down. Maybe have drinks with me. I don't know if that's okay, though, because you're a baby. But Alvy, come on. Just come down.
Hi, we should avoid drinks.
No, not for baby.
Let's get some
Because
food.
it
Come
led to
on.
this situation.
I'll get you some goat's milk. Don't worry about it.
Million ways that I plan to do this. Roll me your persuasion.
Yay!
Did we help at all with this persuasion?
I don't think so.
I was going to say, I think
It's an 8 plus 9.
that's 17.
17.
Damn, Daniel.
Yay! Maybe.
I know that.
When you utter this line, this final line with it's like a command, and there's dead silence that follows. And you see the demon dive into the house, and what's left of the building breaks apart as it flies across the ground up into your shadow, and then your shadow is projected back to the ground, and the markings wrap their way back up your arm. And the entire town continues to remain quiet as they watch this unfold. And then people start to whisper and point. All of their attention seems to be focused on you.
Oh, this looks really bad.
This looks really bad.
This looks terrible.
Where do you think Alvy went?
Back into your shadow?
Uh-huh.
Your arm's all black.
Yeah.
Maybe we should chop it off.
What?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Hi, now we're back to square one.
Wow. I mean, yeah, I thought we already went through this.
No, we didn't
I
chop your
wasn't
arm
here
off
for any of
yet.
that.
Yeah, we were thinking about it. But I mean, he's fine now, right? Because he didn't do anything. He didn't kill anyone. He's just, I guess back in me.
Was there anyone in the building that broke into pieces?
I don't know. Does someone want to go search the rubble of said building?
No one's in there. What are you talking about? No one's in there. He didn't hurt anyone. Wait, does that mean if he comes out again, does that mean we have like a rebirth? He's like birth out of me?
Are you guys still just standing in the middle of the courtyard having this conversation?
No,
the Herald is going to go over and check the rubble of the building.
Okay.
Start moving just big rocks. I don't know if anybody's in here. Hello?
Maybe we should go back to the temple because you know he came out when I
yeah,
was in
then
the
it's just
temple
gonna
again.
come. It's gonna come right back out, buddy.
Is there anybody in here?
There's nobody in the building.
Oh, okay. Alvy's good.
Yeah, see, Alvy's fine. See, I told you he hasn't hurt anyone. I mean, maybe he's a little destructive, but I mean, he's a good kid. He's a good kid.
Good
He
in.
needs some proper parenting, I think.
Well, I just birthed him like 5 minutes ago. I don't know where he came from, and maybe his previous parents, because clearly he can go back into my body again. Maybe he went to someone else's body.
No,
maybe
he's
the parents
definitely
before.
still in there.
Oh,
That's
hey,
why you
Alvy!
have all.
He's yelling, starts yelling his arm. Hey, Alvy, are you in there? Are you in there still?
Nothing.
You know, there's nothing. There's nothing. He's not saying anything. Do you think he went to bed? Maybe he's like my sperm again. You know, he just like.
I don't think
We're
you
back
understand how he actually came about, Damien. He didn't like come out of your body like through a sexual encounter. You like summoned that thing when you got drunk. I think you read the book.
But I didn't have the book with me.
You did. You had it in your pocket.
Yeah, I don't know how, but you had the books, didn't you, in the beginning?
Yeah. That's the mystery. But well, I didn't summon it. Otherwise, it'd be on my arm.
Did we birth him?
No,
Did we copulate him?
That didn't happen. I was wearing all my clothes.
For
once.
Some of the crowd has started to dissipate. A lot of people are still standing around you and talking very loudly about you guys now. Some of the guard has already gone to work working around this rubble, and the captain of the guard now approaches you directly, Damien. Is there something I should know about?
No, everything's good. You know,
No.
family problems. Yeah.
No, just no giant demon-like creatures erupting from you specifically.
No.
Work in progress.
Demon baby creature.
Right.
You know, he looked really cute. You know, I'm gonna reference this. He looked like Baby Yoda. It was so adorable.
Oh, yeah. Face mother love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby.
I
love.
don't care what you lot have done for this town. You continue to cause problems. You're going back into that cell, mate.
What? I didn't do anything.
This is your final warning.
Nope. I didn't do anything.
No, wait. We were actually just gonna go back to the temple and banish this demon once and for all for good. No problems at all. No worries. No nothing.
I
Yeah.
know
And
it's
then
probably not going to be a problem, but definitely don't have anybody come up there.
Yeah, see, I'm my caretakers taking care of me because I just gave birth. I'm still weak. They're taking care of me.
Are you paying them?
not with money.
No.
Well, maybe you should. Then they'd do a better job.
Oh.
That's fair.
Maybe it's.
Figure it out.
'Kay.
And he walks away.
Oh, that guy's a dick.
Yeah, no, he's an asshole. He needs to get laid or something, man. Or people who don't get laid are just like so uptight Well, wait. I've never been laid before. Am I uptight, you guys?
No, that's definitely not a word I would use to describe you, Damien.
I mean, like, I don't even know if I'm a virgin anymore or not. I was supposed to meet that lady at the shop. I'm totally forgetting her name right now.
You are definitely still a virgin.
Cool. Okay. Good.
You
I'm
are
glad.
our pure undriven snow.
Oh, that good driven snow.
I'm like the guy Snow White.
Yeah,
I mean, driven snow is pretty dense.
yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so Damien's got a passenger on board.
My baby slaps hand.
Yeah, a little more incognito, maybe.
Oh, let me just.
We should get you a jacket.
Yeah, I'll just roll my sleeve
Cool
down
leather
a little bit.
jacket.
No, I have my
Says
cloak.
demon birthers on the back.
Demon mom.
No, we're already the ghost burners. We can't.
Demon
we
daddy.
Can't, we can't be.
I'll be your DD.
Oh
I
no.
was prepared for a lot of things today, guys. Not this.
I was not.
Well, I guess if we go back to the temple, though, this
Wait,
whole
so we gonna rebirth it again?
cycle's gonna happen
Yeah.
again.
Well, maybe we
Damien
should
can
just
just
go,
wait
go
outside.
lizard folk it out.
Yeah.
Nothing's happening.
What time
I
of
can't
day
hear
is it
them.
right now?
You've wasted the morning.
Yeah. we
Thoroughly.
did, didn't we?
It's been a long one. You are into the afternoon. You know that you will have to travel into the night to get close to the lizard folk lair.
Hey guys, before we go anywhere, we should settle up with the barkeeper real quick.
What do you mean?
In order to be here right now, I kind of had to vomit out all 59 pints of ale.
I'm a new dad, so I don't have time for that, but you have fun. You have fun with that.
Just whatever gold is necessary.
I gave him whatever I had, but I know we all kind of share it, so I need to finish squaring that up.
Just pay the man.
How much?
Like 200.
Let me check our party finances. We've been spending a lot of money lately.
That'll happen when you go on a demon birthing bender.
What? I didn't spend any money.
Well, we currently have 10,305 gold pieces. 200 sounds very expensive.
I haven't even used any of it until
See, that's
just
why
now.
we should.
That sounds like a you problem and not a me problem.
That's why we leave.
That sounds
to
really
figure
rude.
Out, hey, this is why we leave to do the lizard folk. Then we get money. Then we pay back the barkeep. But we just don't come back there till we finish that.
But we have 10,000 right now.
Oh, we do?
Josh is being a dick.
For some reason, I thought you said 275. That's what I heard. So I was like,
10,370.
10,305.
oh, never mind.
So should we maybe make ourselves scarce around town then? Maybe head out.
Yeah.
Do that lizard folk thing.
I don't think they appreciate our presence. Not at the moment.
No. People usually don't like it when you just randomly bring things into existence that destroy buildings.
I've noticed that about you, city folk.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it was a sign.
It makes sense.
I mean, is this a regular thing? Does this happen in most like civilized communities? Does this happen with furbolgs?
First place. I've been many places. First place I've seen.
Oh.
I mean, this has never happened to me before.
Yeah.
Personally. So.
Well, I've got to write a letter to the temple back in Neverwinter. So I'm going to go do that. Do we want to just set out first thing in the morning? Tomorrow?
That means we need to square up with barkeeper.
I mean, that's fine. Any last minute preparations for the day? Damien, don't come to the temple. Because we'll probably have to do this whole thing over again, and I am killing your son next time.
What? But you didn't do anything.
Next time he pops out, he's getting blasted.
But Alavi is a good person. He's a good demon.
Blasting is fun.
I mean, like, we'll have, like, bonding time, though. I barely do it. It was like
I'm
10
just saying,
minutes.
he can stay on your body, just not out of your body.
I can't control what he does. What if he's a teenager by this point? Teenagers are really hard to control.
I mean, yeah.
How do you know?
Because I was a teenager once.
Thumbs up.
I am just going to see you all later.
Peace. Guda is gone. Guda's not here.
What is Guda doing?
Guda has taken up underneath a tree somewhere. And he has decided to crack open that Tome of Wisdom.
Perfect. And you're studying that? Sounds good. You spend the rest of the afternoon doing that, and you can gain the benefits of the tome.
Perfect. I will spend all afternoon doing that.
Lyra, what are you doing?
Like I said, I'm going back to the temple. I need to write a letter to whomever is in charge back in Neverwinter.
Okay.
Or wherever the nearest, central town would be, I guess, in this region.
Sure.
Need to explain what's been going down.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe request, an actual permanent priest replacement. Or for them to make an official decision. Because I'm pretty sure the temple rules of ascension is not, if the other guy dies, next person
And the
takes
other guy
his place.
pisses his pants and runs away.
Yeah. So, so I'm just dear, let's see. I think I named my high priestess, but I don't know if that would be the same person.
That's fine.
Okay.
If anything else, you know that starting here would, get word to the proper people.
Yeah. Is that what I named her? Okay. Apparently I named her that. Denoa Stormborn. That's what I named her.
Nice.
Half orc, half Goliath priestess of Procine.
She sounds like a sturdy woman.
Yeah, man.
Want her to throw me around. Goddamn. Lyra is off to write her letter?
Yeah.
Perfect. Damien, Herald, Zinfir, you guys are left standing in this courtyard.
I'm taking my share of what was finally given to me.
Your gold.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm going to go apologize to the barkeep.
Okay.
Maybe volunteer to clean up for the day.
What else am I going to do?
You volunteer around the bar?
Yeah, only for the evening.
Can I have a performance roll?
Oh, no. That is a 21 for performance.
Perfect. Damien?
Oh shit. He's probably tired. He's probably gonna find a hill by the temple, not too close to rebirth anything, and just fall asleep. Take a nap.
Okay.
Call it a good night.
Zinfir?
I'm gonna go, or Zinfir is going to go see if his cloak is ready, and then if it is, I want to make it into his druidic focus.
You want to make his cloak his focus?
Yeah. Instead of something I have to equip every time in combat, he's got
Oh, channel his energy.
yeah,
There's this giant
of,
natural
mistletoe.
cloak.
cloak.
Cool.
Yeah.
If possible.
If not, that's cool. That's just what I was
So-
thinking of.
Typically, a focus has to be something that you hold with your hand and wield.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't specifically have to be any one thing. So, what I will trade you is your cloak can be your focus as long as it is A, equipped, and B, you do not equip anything into one of your hands. You only have one hand available at all times.
You literally put your hand inside of one of it was an owlbear,
Yeah.
right? You have to put it into one of the sleeves, and you have the claws, and you channel it through the claws of the owlbear.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
You can flavor it however you want, but those are the stipulations. Is that fine with you?
Yeah.
Cool. That doesn't mean you get it. You still have to figure out how. But
Sure.
I will let you do that. Okay, so Zinfir is on his way to the store. Herald was working in the bar. Guda is getting wise. Damien is taking a nap, and Lyra is writing a letter. Do you do any, since your task seems like it's going to take the least amount of time, are you going to do anything else?
I'm going to check with TikTok and see if he found a banished demon writing or scroll or anything. Since
Perfect. So actually, when you get back to the temple, you are kind of taken back because it is trashed. TikTok has literally torn this place apart trying to find something for you.
Oh no.
And is kind of manic right now. Just kind of worrying around, throwing things about.
Oh, because he wasn't able to complete his task.
Yeah. I've seen this behavior in TikTok before, I assume. So I'm just gonna be like, TikTok, stop.
And he comes to a screeching halt.
Okay, just close your eye, shut down, take the rest of the night off. He's a sensitive soul.
You know when you in Wall-E, when he gets sad,
Mm-hmm.
and everything on him just kind of droops, and that's how you know. So that's what's happening to TikTok right now. And he kind of just moseys on over to a corner, and you see him kind of power down. And then you set about writing your letter to your elders.
Yeah, and then the rest of the day after I write the letter, I will clean up the mess that TikTok has made.
Zinfir, you go and pick up your cloak. Did I already charge you for this? Did I say how much it would cost?
It was 50 gold,
50
I believe.
gold. And can you remind me what we're doing to your cloak exactly?
Oh, we're making it from a pelt into an actual cloak.
Yeah, owlbear.
Yeah, it was the
gotcha.
owlbear
You literally
pelt.
just
It was the
wanted a
owlbear
cloak.
onesie, actually, you guys.
But yeah, I didn't want my character to forever be wearing a big old owlbear onesie.
I mean, that'd be fantastic.
I think that's great, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you pick up your cloak and roll me Arcana and Nature.
All right.
That's a lot of intelligence you're having to spend.
I know.
I'm not a very smart boy.
Flex that brain. Use that big brain.
That'll be nature, and that's 12.
Okay.
It's like a medium brain.
Oh.
That's a close one. That'll be arcana, and that's a 3. So, not very well.
Okay.
Well, it's decent. It's decent-ish.
So the idea occurs to you to transform this cloak into your focus for your magic capabilities. And you rack your brain for any way that you know of to do this. On the magic side of things, you can't really think of any kind of spells or rituals to cast to immediately help you solve your problem. But you're a druid, and nature is your thing. So you take to the nearest gathering of trees to meditate on it. Mm-hmm. You sit down in the crisscross position, meditating with the cloak folded over your arms, and you start to feel a connection with it. Based on the progress, you think this is probably going to take you the rest of the day to do. And so you spend the rest of your day here in this little clearing, meditating on your cloak.
Sounds great. Pretty much exactly what I thought of originally. So
Herald, you spend the day working the bar, and apparently you do so flawlessly.
I'm making up for that.
You don't know why?
disgustingness.
Yep, you don't know why. You're not really sure, but some kind of intuition is kicking in, and a little bit of arrogance kicks in. You assume in your past life you were a working man, and you were a good one. You were just on top of things. Even the barkeep is impressed with you. He doesn't smile. He doesn't like seem happy, but he seems less tense and angry dealing with you. Guda, you pick a tree just outside the gates of Saltmarsh here. You need peace and quiet in order to focus on your meditation, channel your ki to become wiser. And as you're focusing on this tome, and you feel a sense of enlightenment wash over you. And then as you go to open your eyes, you see a figure approaching you. And as it gets closer, it seems like a smaller, slender version of Herald, made out of more earthy materials like rock and wood and such. He seems mildly slender, and he continues to walk towards you. He kind of looks at you with a questioning, like, shrug tilt, and then waves at you.
Guda's going to tilt his head and slowly, in the same manner, wave back.
He seems a little bit excited, and he takes off his pack and he drops it down, and he kind of marches up to you a little faster. And he stands in front of you and he gives you a bow. Ah, hello there.
Hi.
My name is Gyros, and I am looking for the great fighter of this town.
I haven't been here that long, so I'm not really sure who he is. But maybe you can ask someone in town, they probably know.
I heard stories of a man who punched a vampire's head off in one punch.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And from the stories that I've heard, that man looks like you.
Oh, what a coincidence.
He sits with the vampire's head on his back.
He can't really give you a confused expression, but you see him look. He looks at your pack, then he looks at you, the pack, then you. I am confused. Are you not the warrior?
No, I'm a traveler. I came from that way. I guess that's a lot of coincidences, though. Maybe you are looking for me.
I'm sorry, let me explain. I am on a quest to become a great fighter, and I travel the world seeking out other great fighters to test my powers.
Guda
You
gains a
wanted this,
disciple.
Satama.
It would greatly honor me if you would accept a request to duel.
Oh, okay. Okay, we can duel.
Fantastic.
3 rules? Don't pull the hair. No, nothing with the ears, and no, you know.
Understood. I only have one rule. Do not hold back.
Oh, okay.
He marches 15 feet away from you, turns around, and you see him go into a pose as he gives you another formal bow, and then gets into a fighting stance.
Guda's going to lazily sort of stretch his arms. I hope you're ready for my flying gray squirrel style.
I'm excited to see what that means.
Me too.
Roll me a quick initiative.
Yep.
So you get the initiative.
Okay. And Guda's gonna open up by dashing in, jumping in the air, doing like a 360 spin, and attacking with my immovable anchor.
Okay.
Hope you get your ass beat.
Me too. How's a nat 20?
That'll do it.
For 7 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use a key point for my... What's up?
Don't you need a double?
Oh, yeah, it was a
crit.
crit. Sorry. 2, 5, 10 damage. And then I'll spend a key point for my Fury of Blows. For an attack for 23.
Such roly-poly damn dice.
I love it. And 13.
The first one hits.
Okay. For an additional 8 damage.
Okay.
And then I believe I can give you a saving throw. Yeah, give me a dexterity saving throw.
15.
That passes. So Guda's going to land behind him.
Perfect. So you unleash this string of blows, reaching out with your anchor, catching him in the top of the head, and then as you fly by, how do you want to hit him?
I'm going to follow up with what was supposed to be 2 spinning kicks.
Oh, perfect. So you manage to land one spinning kick, and he just kind of backsteps out of the way of the second one, and you land behind him. And he gains his stance again, and he turns around, and then you see tendrils of flame shoot out of his hand. 25 to hit.
That hits.
6 bludgeoning damage and 6 fire damage.
Damn. Okay.
He's a big boy.
I'm a squishy boy.
Guess it's a good thing we didn't fight that demon.
And then he follows up with a unarmed strike for 19.
That also hits. My AC should have gone up by 1 point, though. Still hits.
5 damage.
Woohoo!
And so as he whips around and catches you with this first arc of flame, he follows up with his left hand for a gut punch. And then he steps back into another stance. And it's your turn.
Okay, so Guda's looking fucked up right now.
He's winded. Winded.
Guda is
Yeah.
scorched, but he's going to attack. Because that's all he knows how to do. That's going to be a 22 to hit.
You're good? Yeah, hits.
Yeah. For 6 damage.
How do you want to do it?
So after the last 2 hits land, Guda's gonna go. Are you sure you want to continue? I don't wanna hurt you.
Yes, like I said, do not hold back.
Dunk.
Do you go for the KO or the kill or the leave him at 1?
Just to leave him at 1.
Perfect. Yeah. So he barely gets that sentence out, and the anchor catches him square in between the eyes, and he just kind of topples over. Hits a loud thud, and dust erupts from around him. And you stand there for a few seconds, just kind of observing him, and he goes, "Wow, you are very good."
Thank you.
He sits up and he kind of limps over to his pack. And he pulls out a couple of drinks. And he uncorks both of them and hands one to you.
I'm gonna just
No hesitation.
no hesitation.
Perfect,
Just
yeah.
Take a drink.
You're healed.
Oh, okay. Oh, thanks, I guess.
You are quite a good fighter. Where did you learn?
Secret between you and me.
I like secrets.
Okay. A squirrel taught me.
A squirrel?
Uh-huh.
Like one of the mouse-like things, but they're not mice?
Yeah.
That is very interesting. I don't know what to do with this information.
Okay.
Nevertheless, you are a great fighter. I was not prepared to lose today. Please, sir, if you would accept, I pledge myself to learn from you and your teachings.
Let me think about it. I have to go buy some glasses. I'll be back in a couple hours. And Guda's gonna turn around and go back to town.
No worries, Master. I will wait right here.
He's a warforged. He can do it.
I know. So Guda's gonna go back into town.
And do what?
He's gonna look for some glasses.
You at least commit to the bit.
Yeah, at least you weren't lying.
Yeah, Guda may be many things, but he is no liar.
Damien, you went to take a nap?
Yep.
Okay. So you wander out to the docks, actually. There's a little bit of hill right before you go down to the water there. And there's this tree, right in midday, the way the sun hits, it provides enough shade. It's a good napping tree. So you take up there and you get comfortable. Not too much time goes by, though, when you are just kind of... You're woken up by a presence. When you feel like someone's watching you, right? Mm-hmm. And so you wake up, and as the sleep kind of leaves your eyes, you see what can only be described as a very beautiful tiefling man standing over you. He has the jawline of a god with fuckboy goatee lines going around his face here. He has perfectly combed back hair and small horns coming out the front that just kind of curl up a bit. And he gives you this smile and a hand. Wow, I'm so glad to finally meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, but I don't remember honestly where we met.
Oh no, we haven't officially met yet. I've only admired you from afar. And he gestures to your ring.
Oh, did you leave me in this?
It's taken me so long to work up the courage. My name is Atris.
I'm Damien. Well, I guess you already know that, but
I sure did. I'm so excited to be here right now and to talk to you. I'm just so enamored by you.
Oh, well, I mean, thank you.
I don't suppose we could. I could take you. We could go talk over a drink and get to know each other a little bit.
I mean, I had a lot of drink the night before, and I kind of just gave birth to this demon. But I mean, I'll take some food.
Yeah, I did see the demon bit. That was something. Mm-hmm. But yeah, some food sounds good. I guess I can have a few drinks and you can just have some whatever they're serving.
Yeah.
Perfect. And so he leads you to the bar, and you guys sit down.
Where Herald is working diligently.
So what brings you to the town of Saltmarsh here?
Oh, I don't really know. I just kind of travel. See the world a little bit, do my poetry stuff, sing. Apparently I'm not a good one, though, according to Herald.
I'm sorry, who is Herald?
The guy over there. He's kind of like my friend, I think. I don't know. And he points over to the Herald.
He waves.
Doing cleaning stuff.
He's got a pink apron on and a big broom.
The bartender, for a little bit of revenge, has forced him to wear a very ridiculous, chef's hat. It's abnormally tall. It's falling over. He looks ridiculous.
He is also wearing it with absolute pride.
And Atros sees you gesture to Herald, and he goes, well, I don't know much about that fellow over there, but I think your poetry is just quite beautiful. Honestly, from the moment I heard you, I think I fell in love.
Oh, Oh, aren't you a bold person, huh?
Well, what can I say? When I know, you know?
Yeah, no, actually, no, I don't know. I'm kind of, just waiting for the one. But I'm really flattered by this, honestly.
You hear a voice in your head. Don't trust him.
He just looks around. Did you hear that?
I'm sorry. Hear what? There's a lot of noise happening. I mean, it's a busy bar, you know.
Oh, like the yeah, I don't know. Never mind. Just forget about it.
Say, how do you feel about boats?
They're very flammable.
Boats.
I haven't had a lot of experience, but the experiences I've had have been, it's been a little crazy.
Well, I have one down at the dock. It's not much, but I was wondering, could I take you out on it? We could do a bit of sailing and enjoy the afternoon together.
I don't know. I mean, I would love to. That sounds delightful. But I do have friends, I think, who are waiting for me. Can we wait? Could we invite them too?
Honestly, I'm too excited to get to know you and just everything about you and the real you, not just your poetry, but the inspiration behind it. I don't want your friends to get in the way. Please. And he reaches out and he grabs your hand and he says, "Won't you come with me? And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw."
Oh, no.
With disadvantage.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, Damien.
Not that bright.
Our poor soft boy.
I'm not that bright. Oh, I got 12.
You gotta roll
whatever. Oh, I'm right.
Yep,
Yeah,
roll
you gotta
again.
take the lower.
It would be the 12 one.
Just 12?
Well, because I already added it together.
Okay, perfect. So he reaches out and he touches your hand. And when he asks you this, the ring on your finger seems to burn. And you want to tell him no, but you can't. And you just kind of very dazedly go, "Okay." And you stand up and he leads you out of the bar down to the dock. The next 15 minutes or so are kind of a haze. You're wandering through town, but you're kind of blacking out in between everything. You catch bits and pieces of, a familiar shop and then a corner. And it kind of hits you that you remember all of a sudden that he's taking you down to the dock. And then no sooner do you remember that you're there. And then you come to, and you are tied to the posts down below deck. There's a few other people around you. And, what?
Between having been there and having my patron literally be that of the Sailor Sea, can I get some kind of insight to maybe come help my friend?
I would give you a chance at a perception roll
Okay.
to see if you noticed her leaving and if he left with him and all of this stuff.
14?
Okay.
I also have a passive perception of 15, if that helps.
No, because there was no specific roles going on. So that being said, I would say you know what time Damien left, and you saw the fella he left with.
Did she look or did he look super happy, or did he look kind of zoned?
You didn't notice anything weird there.
Cool.
And
I
then,
tried, buddy.
Damien, as you are looking around, you see a few of the fellows who are wandering about the ship here as you're coming to. They bear a similar insignia or something familiar to you, and it suddenly clicks that these guys bear a similar symbol to the smugglers that you've dealt with before.
Oh, no!
Ned.
Well, this is awkward.
And it's about a minute after you come to and you're taking in your surroundings that Atros comes swaggering down into the ship. Ah, yes, you're awake. How are we feeling?
You know, I could be better. I mean, you were really cute, but, you know, your personality kind of sucks. I mean, I don't know what happened here, but,
What
you know.
can I say? I do what I can.
You know, I'm not into the kinky stuff. You know, you would think I would be, but I'm actually really not. So if you could untie me, that would be fantastic.
Sorry, friend. You ain't anything more than me than a pouch of gold. Personally, I think you're going to fetch a good price. I mean, it's not the best poetry I've ever heard, but I laughed.
I mean, thank you, but no thanks. That's really mean. See, your personality sucks.
I'm not the one tied to a post.
I'm glad Damien has a son.
Oh no!
They done fucked up.
They did done fuck up.
Well, I mean, you know, I've been in worse situations than being tied up to a pole.
And I'm sure they're all excellent stories, but I've got to start setting about. We're taking off in a few minutes here, so I'll tell you what. You just sit tight. We'll be getting on our way. We'll bring you down some food in, I don't know, a couple hours, maybe the morning. It depends on how I'm feeling, you know? But yeah, we'll be back to check in later.
Wait. You gotta tell me at least one more thing before you go up there and disappear.
What?
Was this Ned's doing?
What do you know about Ned?
Was it fucking Ned?
He's a piece of shit.
Nobody's heard from Ned in a while. What do you know about Ned?
Oh. Oh, you know, the business. You know, we've talked before, and I was just wondering, you know, if this was this Ned's
We've
doing?
talked.
I think you and I are going to have a nice, long conversation on our little boat ride here.
You know, I'm not much into
Just,
conversation.
Get yourself nice and comfy. And he wanders his way back up deck. What do you do?
I'm gonna look around. Like, what do I see in the ship?
So you see a couple other people. Some of them are blindfolded. Some of them are muffled. Some of them are still unconscious. And they're all kind of in a similar situation tied to something in the ship here. There is one worker who seems to have gone down below further. Everyone else seems to have gone above deck to prepare for taking off.
Cool.
What do you do, Damien?
Ah, motherfucker.
Yeah, what spells do you know?
Oh, I have Mage Hand.
Okay.
I feel like if it can unlock a
It can unlock a door. I would say it can untie rope
cool.
if it were rope that was binding you.
Oops.
Damn it! I thought it
Shackles?
was rope.
Wow, going for the real kinky shit.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna talk to my hand. Let's see them.
Your what?
I'm gonna talk to my hand.
You mean your demon?
My demon hand. Whatever. My child. My baby.
Okay.
Cool.
No sooner does this revelation hit you that the voice comes back and it says, I told you not to trust him.
You didn't tell me you were trying to talk to me. You weren't talking to me beforehand. Damn it, LV. Stop being a teenager.
Seems like you're in a bit of a situation.
Yeah, I don't know why I got captured. Do you know why by any chance?
I think if you used your brain for more than 2 seconds, you could see that they were smuggling you out of here.
Okay, yeah, I know that. Don't talk like that, son. I know
Don't
why.
you disrespect me.
I know I am being smuggled, but I'm just trying to figure out why.
I have a proposition for you.
Okay, what's that? I'm willing to listen.
In order to exist in my current form, I need a host.
Mm-hmm.
I have a vendetta. I'll elaborate later. I promise to help you out of here. You promise to help me out later.
Okay, I have a couple questions too, of course. So, are you gonna kill anyone if I let you? If I'm in your body, if you let me, you know, if you're in my body?
Only those who deserve it and are standing in our way.
Okay, but like, what if I'm not okay with murder? Because murder is actually kind of a bad thing.
We can talk about it.
Okay. Are you gonna like take over my body wholly, or do I still get to be, you know, independent? Because I am your father. I'd appreciate some independence.
You're simply a host who will exist in our current form, and I'll help you out from time to time.
No, I'm your father. What are you talking about?
I'm not sure you understand how this works.
No, I guess not, because I birthed you and made you come up here. Do you need a timeout? Do I need to give you a timeout right now?
Damien's the one in time.
You seem to be running out of time here, and I don't think shenanigans are going to help you out any. Do we have a deal?
Can you give me like 5 minutes maybe to think about this for a second?
I'm not sure you have 5 minutes.
Okay, maybe like 2 minutes. How about that? 2 minutes work for you?
There's silence.
I think he's giving you your 2 minutes.
Right? Damn it. I mean, it is kind of cool to have a demon in my body, if I'm being honest. I mean, granted, it's going to kill shit, but...
Maybe it'll be other bad shit. We don't know.
Maybe.
It's
I
a
mean, he's
vendetta.
my son, man. Can't kill him. Alfie.
Yes.
So, first, say that I'm your father.
You are not my father.
No, say that you're my father. You know, we have to be in this together.
You're my father.
Call me daddy.
Call me daddy.
As we speak, the ship is beginning to pull away.
Okay, first,
I
just say that you're my
suggest
father.
You
I mean,
take
no.
the deal.
Damn it. Call me dad first.
Silence.
Just as a nickname.
See, dad. If you don't call me dad, we're both leaving and we're both going to die in this thing. So you might as well just call me dad and get over it.
It's okay. Another host will simply wander into my path.
Are you sure? Because how long were you in that book for before someone came?
Nothing. You feel the boat begin to shift. And you can tell it's beginning to pull away into the water.
Damien really wants to be called daddy.
I guess so.
This is what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
Fucking hate this. I'm almost time to be like, fine, fuck that shit. I'm going to be off to the sea sailing away.
To be some kind of smuggled slave.
No, I won't. Fucking. Okay, fine. Fine. I guess you can stay in my body for a little bit. But as long as you're good too. A little bit. Sometimes. For the most part, good.
So we have a deal.
Yeah, I guess so.
You can't see him, but you can tell he's smiling. And
He's just gonna shake. Damien's gonna shake his head and be like, kids.
you feel the markings on your arm begin to get hot. And then it shoots out of your arm, and a sword appears in your hand, and it breaks the shackles chains.
Ooh.
Cool.
So he's now a Hexblade Warlock.
And if you would take a second to level up and take 1 level in Hexblade. All right, Damien. So you feel this sword come to life in your hands, and as you grasp it, it erupts out and it breaks your bonds, and you are standing there with this black blade in hand. You can feel it. You know it's real, but it almost looks like you're holding just a shadow. And even the blade itself, it seems like there are just wisps of smoke kind of coming out of it and disrupting the very image of it. And then you hear the voice in your head. So, how are we going to get out?
Huh. Well, I didn't think that far through. But just through the front door after we let go of these people too? Who've also been smuggled, I'm assuming?
If we take the time to save everyone, you're probably going to get captured again.
Well, why don't you help me out a little bit?
Fine.
Thank
You go and
son.
cut them all
Yeah.
free? Perfect. So I would say you free 10 other people. And as they all come to, everybody grabs something to wield as a improvised weapon.
Mutiny.
And what do? You have a small party of people standing in front of you. You feel the boat pulling away more, and they are waiting for a direction from you.
Cool. I'm gonna sneak upstairs and like slowly open the door to see if we can see anyone.
There's no door.
Oh.
It's an open walkway up to the deck of the ship.
Cool, I'm just gonna run up.
Tell him to
Perfect.
charge.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
burst.
charge it.
Oh, You guys all just...
Full mutiny.
Yeah, charge. Unless we're all gonna die. Well, you know what?
No, you're good. So, yeah, there are probably 6 workers on this small little ship when you come up there. And what do? Do you
I'm
just...
gonna find that bitch. Where's that bitch tiefling?
He is up at the top with the who you assume would be like the captain or something.
Correction, Zoe. He's not a bitch. He's a fuckboy.
Okay. I'm gonna go find that stupid
And
fuckboy.
so, yeah, you all erupt onto the deck here, and all of your fellow captives are yelling, and they start brawling with everyone and beating them down. And you see your friend look down from the navigation area up there, and he locks eyes with you. What do you do?
I'm gonna run up there.
Okay.
Fuck him up, Zoe.
Yeah, fuck him up.
Roll me some initiative.
9.
Beats me.
Sweet. Cool.
You rush right on up there, and you're going to attack him?
Yeah.
Give me your attack roll.
24.
That hits.
Yay.
Roll your damage.
10.
10 damage. Perfect. And yeah, let's how do you hit him?
I'm gonna stab him in the shoulder.
Perfect. Yeah, so I'll give you that one. You just come running up, and we'll say you're not so trained with martial weapons so much. You're just kind of going with the flow right now, and you just kind of run up to him and you just jab the sword forward, and you catch him in the shoulder, and he yells out in pain, and he just kind of jerks back to get the sword out of him. +2. 8 to hit.
No.
Yeah, and so he pulls out a dagger and he slashes backhanded at you, and you just manage to dive out of the way just in time. Give me another attack.
18.
That's a hit.
Yay. 11 damage.
11 damage?
Yeah.
Perfect. And how do you describe that? Do you kill him? Do you knock him out? Do you leave him at 1?
I want to leave him at 1.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna get on top of him. Yes, let me bitch slap him.
For
Okay.
1 point of damage to kill him.
So as he takes a slash at you, and you kind of throw yourself back, you reach back to two-hand your sword, and you flip it, and you just kind of baseball swing to the side of his head and catch him with the flat of the blade, and he crumples to the ground in pain, still conscious. And
I want to get on top of him.
okay.
I'm gonna fucking slap him. Well, I'm gonna grab his collar. Can be dramatic.
Okay.
I'm gonna slap him and be like, "Did Ned fucking send you?"
Nobody's heard from Ned in a while, man. I told you that.
Why didn't you just say that in the first place?
I did.
Well, I didn't believe you.
Turn this bitch around.
The fighting, I was going to say, so the boat it's just kind of floating out into the water now. But as you look up, the fighting down on deck is starting to dissipate. Most of these smugglers have been rendered unconscious, and you see boats of the city guard starting to come out to investigate the ruckus. And you are currently pinning Atros to the deck.
Yep. All right. You're gonna turn this boat around. And I'm also gonna keep this boat.
Oh, power play.
He just kind of laughs at you. You think the guard is going to let you just keep this?
Mm-hmm.
It's a smuggler's ship. Do you know how much they hate us?
Nope.
Oh, you're a brave one. I'll give you that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm not the one you're going to have to convince, though.
Who? Was it Ned?
Oh, my God.
It's a fixation at this point.
We've all got a vendetta now.
And as he finishes that last line, he spits in your face.
Aww. Okay.
Knock the bitch out.
No, yeah, I'm gonna punch him out.
Perfect.
Punch his nose. Break that pretty
Yeah.
boy's
So
nose.
you were holding him by the collar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you just pull it up and quick clock him, and he just goes limp, and you drop him to the deck. And you hear the voice in your head, should have killed him.
Now's not the time, son. Now's not the time.
Now is the perfect time.
Okay, I do have something funnier if you'll hear me out on this.
The answer is always yes.
Nothing. He says nothing.
I mean, you want to see it? You want to see your old dad get down with the pranks?
Still nothing.
Okay, fine, whatever. I won't do it.
Just do it. Just do it anyway.
Do it anyways. Just do it. Do
Okay,
it.
fine, I'll do it. I'll do it. All right, I'm gonna take his clothes off.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw them over the boat
Okay.
into the water, and then I'm assuming I could probably move him. I feel like I'm strong enough. So I'm gonna tie a little rope around his foot.
Okay.
I'm gonna drag his body, and then I'm gonna shove it overboard.
While there's all this chaos around you.
So
Unless he's gonna die.
I'm going to make you roll for it because by the time you get the rope around his foot, by the time you wrangle up some rope to tie around his foot and you start trying to drag him across the deck, the city guard has now made it onto the ship and they start calling to you to halt and to drop your weapon.
No! You're going overboard.
And your sword dissipates back into your arm and the markings take back over.
All I have, you guys, is a naked man. It's just a naked man. Don't worry about it. But I would really like to throw him overboard, if you may. Have him swinging around, for all the people to see. Is that okay?
Sorry, ma'am, we can't do that. We're going to have to take him into custody.
Just let me do this for 2 seconds, okay? Just 2 seconds.
I'm sorry, that's not going to be allowed.
I'd
I'm
like
going to have to escort you off the boat now, please.
Can I roll persuasion?
Sure.
I also want to keep this boat.
Oh, yeah. I want to keep this boat, too. Oh!
Oh no.
No! I not won it.
You dug too
bite your
greedily and too
tongue
deep.
Take 3 damage.
Oh, poopy boobs. I don't like your dice anymore that you gave me.
Never roll the DM's dice.
You gave it to me as a present, 48%.
And you crit fail the persuasion roll?
Yeah.
Arrest him.
Yeah. That's actually exactly what's going to happen. And so the guard reaches forward and punches you out.
Aww.
And
You get to spend the night in jail.
In your room.
Yeah.
Roll out the welcome mat.
it is well into the evening before you come to. And you wake up in a very familiar cell.
Hey everybody, this is Josh, just popping in here at the end of the episode to let you know all about our website, oneuppodcast.com. We have a lot of other great content there. We've got a cast members page where you can learn all about our cast members of Are We Dead Yet? I am currently running writing a one short story every week for the rest of the year. I'm currently, as of this recording, 6 stories in, so that's really exciting. Go ahead and check that out. That's oneuppodcast.com/short stories. Some of them are kind of heavy. The writing's not very good, I don't think, but, I am open to criticism always. Also, I will be attending Podfest in Orlando, Florida, March 6th through the 8th, and I would love to meet up with some of our fans in Florida, so just shoot me a tweet at Radio Free Fisher, or tweet directly to the show at Are We Dead Yet Pod on Twitter. Again, that's Podfest, March 6th through the 8th in Orlando, Florida. I'm looking forward to running into you guys, and hopefully we can collaborate. That's it for the show. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode. Bye.